What's up? What happened? Yeah, Anam Shikha. Please, Lord Jesus. All right, now it's coming in. Speak.
Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you, man.
MashaAllah.
Masha
Okay.
Rab. Masha Masih. What's up, buddy, old pal? Good. All right.
So so I had some issues with what you were saying because.
Did you hear all of it, or you just did a hit and run too?
No, I didn't hear all of it, but from what I heard is that you were again saying that Jesus is Allah.
I don't know what you mean by Allah.
My issue is that it's like you cannot like, okay, so when you think of the Almighty Creator, you don't think of an entity that sleeps or uses the bathroom or has a wife and has a child in the sense that you and I have.
Okay.
So that's why you cannot say Jesus is the Son. That's why you see in the Quran that Jesus is referred to Isa ibn Maryam.
Mm-hmm.
So we know that it's a miracle that Allah gave Maryam, a child, which was Isa, Messiah.
Yeah.
But we don't say he's the son of Allah because Allah can't have a son.
Why? Why can't he?
He can't because of what I just explained. You can't
What did you
give
explain?
him any human attributes.
That you only explained he can't have a human son because he's not a human being. But what makes you think that only humans can have sons? Why can't Allah have a son that's divine without Allah having to have sex with a woman?
This idea is completely rejected. We don't want to associate. We don't want to associate any kind of partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yeah, but where is it rejected? You're saying rejected. Where does the Quran reject that Allah can have a son who's not human, who is divine, one with him, without Allah having to have sex with someone?
There is a verse in the Quran which refers to how can Allah have a son when he does not have any sort of
that's 6:101
humanly partner.
Well, let me repeat that verse for you. In chapter 6, verse 101, it says, "Wonderful originator of the heaven and earth. How can he have a son seeing he has no consort?" Okay, you accept that logic?
Yeah, he has no consort is like
a partner,
like,
someone that
we have. Yeah.
But you accept that logic? I just want to make sure you accept that logic.
Allah cannot do stuff. I mean, Allah doesn't do stuff like you can't even put him on that.
So you do accept that logic. The reason why I'm telling you is that because Maryam, the mother of Jesus, said in chapter 3, verse 47, and in chapter 19, verse 20, she said the same thing. How can I have a son seeing I have known no man? But then it says, Allah said to her, it's easy for you. You can have a son without having a man to have sex. So why was it easy for Mary to have a son without sex, but your God can't have a son unless he has sex? That's chapter 3, verse 47 of the Quran, and chapter 19, verse 20. So how come Mary can have a son without having sex, but your God can't have a son unless he has sex?
These kind of questions that you're asking are kind of outside the realm of what's in our scriptures.
But Mary answered the way Allah answered.
This question that you're asking is not something that we can answer based off what we know from our scriptures and our scholars and stuff like that.
Okay.
So what I'm saying to you is that this is what our scholars have said, is that Allah cannot have a
Which scholars
son.
are you appealing to? Because not all Muslims are Sunni. You have your Shia scholars and so on. So when you say scholars?
If you these verses in the Quran that you're quoting, people such as Ibn Kathir or Ibn Abbas, when they comment on those ayat, they will say that Allah can't have a son.
Okay, and I keep telling these Muslim scholars, the present, because they're dead in the past, I can't ask them why. Why can't he? I don't understand it. Just to say he can't doesn't tell me why he cannot. Because if the objection, because you mentioned chapter 6. Verse
so
9.
I can ask you something about Christianity,
sure,
which no scholar has ever said,
okay,
or has ever. So I can ask you a question. How can Jesus, come up from the dead? How can you do that? I can ask you that.
Because God is life.
Tell me what you believe.
No,
it is.
God is life.
Well, you don't have any kind of, huh?
That's not equivalent, because God is life, and He has power over death. Death is something that's in the hands of God. But that actually makes my point. If God has power over death, where He can bring life out of death, why then are you saying He doesn't have power to have a son without having sex in order to have a son?
So, you see, it says like having a son is sort of, it's a humanly trait. And because we don't like to associate our Creator with having anything humanly.
Yeah, to be honest with you, the Quran denies that having a son is simply a human trait. The Quran actually acknowledges there are things that are said to be the mother of something or the offspring of something that are not human. For example, you should know this from your Quran. In chapter 43, verse 4 of the Quran, it says the Quran is in Kitab, Kitab, the mother of the book. And then if you go, that is with Allah. It says, if you go, don't take my word for it, open your Quran, because you can read the Arabic, chapter 43 of the Quran, verse 4, it says, this Quran is in Kitab, Kitab, the mother of the book, that is with us. And then in chapter 13, verse 39, chapter 13, verse 39, it says Allah,
39?
Yes, you're like blew my ears. There it says Allah can confirm or blot out whatever He so wishes, because with Him is Kitab, the mother of the book. It says that in both those verses. You can read Arabic and confirm. So if you're saying having a son is a human trait, how then can there be the mother of the book with Allah if having children is a human trait? Being a mother is a human trait. Being a father is a human trait.
Okay, so the mother of the book verse, can you repeat that verse again? I need to read it.
Okay, do you have your Quran with you so I can tell you where to go?
Yeah, I got my
okay,
computer.
Go to chapter 13, verse 39 first. Chapter 13, verse 39. That's the first one.
See, so if you go to Matthew 5:17, you would see that
we can talk about Matthew 5. What does that got to do with
you would be required to follow the law of the Old Testament.
You sure about that?
The thing is,
wait, why are you changing subject, Jihad? What happened? Go back to the mother of the thing. We'll go to Matthew 5, because that's not going to help you. We're
going to come to 1339, but I was going to make my point. Okay. You come to a lot of things in Islam, which is outside the scope of what our scholars have mentioned. And the thing is, in Christianity, you don't have really any scholars that mention anything. You guys just say what it is that you believe.
I'm going to name you
changed over time.
All right, well, I'm going to name some church fathers.
To the Catholic Church. But
Jihad,
now we can
you're
go
talking
back
over
to
me.
1339.
Yeah, but before you go, hold on. Calm down, buddy. You're bringing too many issues. I'm going to tell you that's not true, because historically we've had theologians and scholars and martyrs who died as martyrs for Jesus. Have you heard of Ignatius? Do you know Ignatius?
No.
Clement of Rome? Have you heard of Clement of Rome?
No.
Polycarp?
I heard of John of Damascus.
Okay, that's after your prophet. Polycarp?
No, I don't know that about
so then,
this stuff.
Just like you don't like me to represent Islam or your scholars, don't talk about Christianity if you haven't studied. We have scholars whose writings are still with us, written in their language that we translate English, like Ibn Kathir wrote in Arabic. We have Irenaeus, who wrote in Greek, in English. We have what Ignatius wrote in Greek, translated in English. So let's keep the scholars aside. Let's just go to the Bible and the Quran, because I don't think you want to get into a discussion of your scholars, my scholars. Let's stick with something that's right in front of you, the Quran. In chapter 13, verse 39. What does it say?
Yeah, al-Kitab.
What does it say?
It says al-Kitab.
So the al-Kitab, the mother of the book, is with Allah, right? It's with him, right?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Okay, now go to another one. Chapter 43, verses 3 and 4 of the Quran. Chapter 43, verses 3 and 4 of the Quran. Chapter 43.
43.
And then read 3 and 4. The Quran is in what? The Quran is in what? It's in something. Tell me what is in. Excuse me.
Indeed, we have made it an Arabic Quran that you might understand.
Keep reading to 4. Don't stop.
جعلنا قرآن عربية تعلمون. Yeah, so it's in Arabic.
Keep going.
And indeed, it is in the mother of the book, with us exalted and full of wisdom.
So the Quran, it lives where? Where does it live? It's inside what?
وإلنا في وإلنا في الكتاب.
You got it or no?
Yeah, and indeed it is in the mother of the book.
So it's in the mother of the book, right? The Quran is in the mother of the book, right?
What are you driving at?
Okay,
here?
well, if you be patient, I'll get there, man. Just be patient, dude. So the Quran, you read it in Arabic, is in the mother of the book, right? So it comes out of the mother of the book, right? You're reading it right there, man. Right?
وَإِنَّ فِي الْكِتَابِ.
Fi, that's in. Fi. In. So it's in.
فِي, but it doesn't say the Quran is.
Yes, it is. Just what's before it? This is the Arabic Quran.
وَإِنَّ فِي
Okay, what's the inna fi? What is it referring to in verse 3, buddy? Come on, man. The Arabic Quran. It is in.
Okay.
All right, so do you agree with me?
Let's go back.
There's a mother of the book with Allah. And the Quran comes from that mother book. And that Quran comes from the book, right? The mother of the book.
So this is so Allah revealed the Quran. He made it perfectly clear. So it's with him, but he gave it to us.
No, it didn't say with him. No. See, you mistranslated the verse in my presence. It didn't say it's with him. It says the mother of the book is with him, and the Quran is in that mother. It didn't say the Quran is with him. It said the mother of the book is with him, and the Quran is in that mother. It came out of that mother of the book. Did you read the verse?
Yeah, exactly.
Good.
So here we go.
Oh, good. So you said exactly right. Jihad, you said exactly. So
the mother would have been the original Torah.
No, we're not talking about. Don't change the subject, dude. Talk about the mother of the book.
When they change the scriptures, the Jews and the Christians.
How can the Quran have a mother, Jihad? So you're changing the topic because you're scared. It's okay. I know you're scared. How can the Quran have a mother who's the daddy, Jihad?
Don't tell me I'm scared.
Okay, then answer the question. If the Quran has a mommy, who's the daddy? Mommy is there. Where's daddy?
Look, man, you're really coming to the points now that have no significance. You're telling me who is the mother of the book. From first sight, the way I see it, and you didn't even give me an opportunity to read the tafsir here. But
we got to go to tafsir.
This is kind of referring to the Quran sort of being the confirmation of what was revealed before.
So wait, you're telling me you can't understand the plain Arabic Quran, you have to go tafsir. But so whole point is, in heaven with Allah, there's the mother of the book. If there's a mother with Allah, it's the mother of the book, then how can the mother have offspring if it doesn't have a consort? If it's the mommy, there has to be a daddy. Otherwise, there's no mommy without daddy, right?
So this is a linguistic issue.
Linguistic issue.
So in Arabic, when you say al-Kitab, it's not a literal mother. Literal. It's like in the Arabic language, they say like if I say this is Abu, I say Abu Asmar, like Asmar. This guy is he's really brown. He's Abu this. So we don't like, it's not like a literal.
Okay. So you're saying you can have.
This is a linguistic issue.
Right, linguistic.
And I think you know a little bit of
Arabic.
Arabic.
Well, let's come back to it.
So you would be able to know these linguistic nuances.
Okay, well, let's come back to it. You just proved my point. the mother of something, the father of something, or the son of something doesn't have to be physical, sexual. So you just admit my point. So why can't God have a son without it being sexual and physical? See, that's the point I'm making, and you're seeing the point when it comes to the mother of the book.
Well,